9 FBI agents have taken legal action to safeguard the identities of Bureau employees who participated in the January 6th Capitol riot investigations. The lawsuit, filed Tuesday in the U.S. District Court for the District of Columbia, aims to prevent the public disclosure of personnel information, citing concerns over potential retaliation. The agents, who filed anonymously, argue that any attempts to review or discriminate against FBI employees involved in the January 6th investigations would violate federal civil service protections and constitute unlawful retaliation. At the center of the lawsuit is a questionnaire that employees were asked to complete, detailing their roles in both the January 6th investigation and the Mar-a-Lago probe, led by former special counsel Jack Smith. According to court documents, some agents completed the surveys themselves, while others had their supervisors fill out the forms on their behalf. The information was then meant to be forwarded to upper management. The plaintiffs expressed serious concerns about the purpose of collecting this information. In their filing, they suggest the data could be used to identify agents for termination or other adverse employment actions. Additionally, they voice worry that the information might be published by Trump allies, potentially endangering the agents and their families, particularly given the recent pardons of some January 6th convicted felons. When asked about the potential removal of FBI employees involved in the January 6th investigation, President Donald Trump declined to provide specific answers. Instead, he expressed his view that the Bureau is corrupt, and indicated that his FBI director nominee, Kash Patel, would address these concerns. The lawsuit raises significant questions about the protection of federal law enforcement officers and their right to conduct investigations without fear of political reprisal. Legal experts note that this case could set an important precedent for safeguarding the independence of federal law enforcement agencies from political interference. Former federal prosecutor Sarah Martinez explains, "This lawsuit highlights the delicate balance between political accountability and the operational independence of law enforcement. Federal agents must be able to conduct investigations without fear of personal or professional retaliation based on the political implications of their work." The Civil Service Reform Act of 1978, which provides protections for federal employees against politically motivated personnel actions, will likely play a central role in the legal proceedings. The act specifically prohibits discrimination against federal employees based on political affiliation or legitimate work activities. Current and former FBI officials have expressed concern about the potential impact on Bureau operations and agent morale. The unprecedented nature of agents seeking legal protection from potential political retaliation has sent ripples through the law enforcement community. When agents have to worry about their personal safety or job security based on which cases they work, it creates a chilling effect on law enforcement, notes retired FBI supervisor James Wilson. This could impact recruitment, retention, and the willingness of agents to take on politically sensitive investigations. The FBI Agents Association, while not directly involved in the lawsuit, has issued a statement supporting the right of agents to conduct investigations free from political pressure or threats of retaliation. The lawsuit emerges against a backdrop of increasing politicization of federal law enforcement agencies. The January 6th investigation, which has led to hundreds of prosecutions and continues to generate political controversy, represents one of the largest and most complex federal investigations in recent history. The tension between political oversight and law enforcement independence has historical precedents, including the reforms that followed Watergate and the Church Committee investigations of the 1970s. However, the current situation presents unique challenges given the scale of the January 6th investigation and its political sensitivity. The plaintiffs' concerns about personal safety reflect a broader trend of increased threats against law enforcement personnel involved in politically sensitive cases. The FBI has reported a significant uptick in threats against agents and their families since the January 6th investigation began. Security experts emphasize that the public identification of agents involved in sensitive investigations could expose them to targeted harassment or worse. The risks aren't just professional, they're personal, explains security consultant Michael Brown. When agents' identities become public in politically charged cases, it can affect everything from their home security to their children's safety at school. The outcome of this lawsuit could have far-reaching implications for how federal law enforcement agencies handle politically sensitive investigations in the future. It may also influence policies regarding the documentation and internal tracking of agent assignments to major cases. Legal observers expect the case to move quickly through the courts given the time-sensitive nature of the concerns raised. The Department of Justice has not yet issued a formal response to the lawsuit, though it typically does not comment on pending litigation. The case also raises broader questions about the future of federal law enforcement in an increasingly polarized political environment. As one anonymous federal prosecutor noted, we're in uncharted territory when it comes to balancing political accountability with the need to protect law enforcement personnel from retaliation. How this case is resolved could shape that balance for years to come. As this legal battle unfolds, it serves as a reminder of the complex challenges facing federal law enforcement agencies in maintaining their independence while operating within a democratic system of checks and balances. The resolution of this case may well establish important precedents for protecting federal agents' ability to conduct investigations free from political interference or fear of retaliation.